Não vai dar, não.
Cue the spotlight! Step on up! Let the show begin! Sweet dreams! Cast your worries to the wind!
Tell me what you see.
Bad dreams be gone! Rain cutter!
Going under. Getting gear. Commencing cleanup. Getting gear. Prepare.
Wings of darkness! Come, sever night from day! Don't be nervous! Just relax! Conscious!
Frost is coming. Everyone on me.
Teamwork is dreamwork! It's not...
It's my lucky day.
Eu também.
Incompetente.
Remember when we chased that Kaneki down this way? Good times. Huh? What's that? Paimon doesn't think they look anything like that. Oh, maybe there's a new kind of yokai. Is it trying to get us to fuck? What's that girl doing over there? She doesn't look well. Let's go check.
Parai dos filhos do Brasil. É lamentável.
All we did was lock eyes with her for a split second, then... Wait, where did all these people come from? And what are they here for? True. Oh, and there's that girl. She's still here.
If I leave now, will I have enough time?
How many times do I have to explain? There's no going back if I report him, but still.
Anxiety over a lack of creative inspiration. Well, inspiration tends to give anxious minds a wide berth, so I hope our treatment will help you relax.
Thank you.
Remorse for the misdeeds of the past, and despair over the sorry state of the present. I can help you face your troubles with a more positive mindset, but you'll need to work through things in your own time too.
Many thanks.
I'm fine. Next, please.
Sai de mim!
Delicious!
Whoa, that was unexpected.
Eu volto amanhã.
What are we...
Let alone what
É
you're
grito
sorry
de
for.
alerta que eu estou fazendo aos
It
pais
looks
e
like
às
you've entered
mães.
my dream by
Veja bem,
mistake.
se não tem que mandar.
Let me wake you up.
Dream? When did that...
Hi. Feeling more awake now? I never expected the traveler to literally come to me in a dream. Oh, someone I know talks about you all the time. Plus, I'm pretty good at profiling people based on their reputation.
So, who are you?
Right, of course. It's our first time meeting each other, so I should introduce... My name is Mizuki, or just Mizuki for short. I'm a Yumekui Baku, which is a kind of yokai here in Inazuma.
Yumekui Baku? Hey, it's that little critter.
That's what we look like in our original form. I'm guessing Baku feast on the bad dreams of human beings, but we need to be in a dream of our own to digest them. The place where you met me earlier was where I go to digest bad dreams. I must have swallowed one too many bad dreams, because they were causing me some digestive trouble. It's actually a good thing you showed up when you call it a happy accident, I guess. Thanks to your help, I'm now able to digest all the—
Yeah, we thought you looked a little uncomfortable. That's why we came over. We didn't know what it was, and Paimon really hates bad dreams, so Paimon's even more happy to help knowing that you can eat them.
Thank you, but I still owe you an apology. While you were inside my dream, I ate one of your dreams, but it wasn't a bad... I've eaten so many bad dreams today that I just scarfed it down without noticing.
So, Yumekui Baku can eat good dreams too, huh? Still, is that really such a big deal?
Of course it is. Dreams are some of the most precious things a person can have. And I just went and gobbled it down. It's the unwritten rule of my kind. Never eat someone else's good dreams without permission. I can't believe I was so careless. But don't you feel horribly depressed? Isn't your mind suddenly flooded with distressing memories? Huh. Remarkable. I've never had someone remaining so mentally stable after having a good dream of theirs devoured.
It's probably because the traveler has too many good dreams to count.
Maybe. But I still owe you something for your trouble. Ah, here, take this.
It's a VIP pass for the Isa bathhouse. Staffed by clinical psychologists and offering spa and fine dining services, we invite you to bring us your troubles and leave refreshed and renewed.
That's where I work. You'll find the address on there too. This invitation letter entitles you to enjoy our highest tier service, free of charge. I hope to see you as customers soon.
So she's a Yumekui Baku that eats bad dreams and a clinical Paimon's never considered therapy before. Then again, Paimon never really gets that stressed out. Speaking of eating, that bathhouse place does fine dining, and we have a VIP pass. That means we can eat as much. Bathhouse. Well, based on the letter, it looks familiar. We've walked past here several times.
Oh, are you here to visit the Isa bathhouse?
Woo! Oh, where did you come from?
Oh, sorry. Forgive me, I didn't mean to intrude. We've been struggling to attract customers recently, so I got a little...
Your bathhouse? So you run the place, huh?
Oops. Please forget I said that. It just slipped out. Now, do you have an appointment?
We have a VIP pass.
What? I've told them before, a promotional gimmick isn't gonna magically fix our business. Who issued this thing? I'm so sorry. I had no idea you were invited here by Miss Yume Mizuki. Please, feel free to redeem your VIP pass now if you'd like. Just give your names at reception.
Sounds like she has a lot of clout. But aren't you supposed to be the boss?
I am, yes, but Miss Yume Mizuki's a major shareholder. The business never would have gotten off the ground without her and—
What?
Oh, it's no cause for alarm, though. She's a very responsible person. In addition to— she only returned to Inazuma recently. Otherwise, I'm sure you'd have heard of her by now. Please, head on in.
Parece a dona. Nossa, que lugar bonito.
An indoor hot spring? Oh, Paimon's gotta give that a try.
Hello, I'll be right with you. Sorry, I'm so clumsy sometimes, but don't worry about me. I promise I'll provide an excellent service.
How many times do I have to tell you? You breaking a few plates isn't the reason we've been losing business. Stop apologizing for yourself all the time. All it does is make you—
It's all good. We're not out to target anyone.
No, don't worry. As long as it didn't ruin your experience, that's all that matters. Now,
Why is she so panicky? Actually, we're—
Xion, let me see to these two. They're my guests.
Ah, there she is! Baku lady!
so Mizuki invited you here? As VIPs? Does this mean you—
She means you must be very wealthy. Not everyone can afford our VIP service after all, but a couple of customers with cash to splash doesn't solve anything in the long run. You should focus—
Aw, Murasaki. Was that you showing some concern for our business?
Ugh, did not.
Since you're so eager to find solutions, you can work on our most pressing task, bringing our accounts up to date. With your smarts, I'm sure you'll fly through it.
Subtext being you can't give it to Xion because she's a moron and she'd screw it up?
Xion, I'll take things from here. What I'd like you to do is head to the kitchen and prepare some of your very—
Will do! That's my special—
Sorry to keep you waiting. I have to keep our staff calm to ensure you have the panicky little girl is Hyakujitsu Haku Xion, and the lazy lady is Shiba Murasaki. They're both Baku, just like me.
Wait, so the older-looking one is actually younger, and the younger-looking one is older?
That's right. How we choose to appear is just a matter of personal preference. It's more reflective of our personality than our age. Anyway, enough about them. Back to you two. Per the terms of the VIP pass, you're entitled to free use. I would recommend starting with the psychological consultancy. Between me and you, one of the steps involves getting your bad dreams eaten. Since I ate one of the traveler's good dreams by accident, this seemed like the best way to—
Ooh, we get to have our bad dreams eaten by a Yumekui Baku? That sounds fun! Oh, that's a good point. You've been having some difficulties recently, right? It wouldn't feel right to get all this free service while you're struggling.
I take it you overheard Mr. Aikawa complaining about our current situation.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to cause you concern. Mr. Aikawa is a smart businessman, but he tends to worry. Our financial situation is nowhere near as dire as you're imagining. And in any case, passing our business woes on to our customers is— Please enjoy the services we have to offer. Once you've experienced our hospitality for yourselves, I'm quite sure your confidence in our future prospects will be restored.
Can't argue with that. Let's get—
Of course. The only thing is, psychological consultancy is a one-on-one service that takes quite a long time. But I can't— So, perhaps I can treat the traveler while Xion treats Paimon? Would that work?
Fine by Paimon. for it?
She'll be fine. I noticed how gentle and encouraging you were towards her earlier. You're the perfect...
Oh,
Then, please follow me.
Oh, será que não?
Don't get me wrong. Paimon is genuinely better suited to Xion. But in all honesty, yes, I had my own reasons for wanting to treat you myself. Psychology is so unique. I just had to investigate further to satisfy my own curiosity. Come with me. There's a theory which suggests that we bury our most powerful emotions deep within our dreams. That's the territory I would like to explore. Before I start, I'm going to ask you a few questions. I want you to nod your head for yes and shake your head for no, all right? Traveler? Hello? It's not time to fall asleep just yet. Very good. Now, I'm going to plant a few thoughts in your subconscious, but it's nothing to get nervous about. Just a way to improve your sleep quality, so the treatment will be more effective. This is an incense from Sumeru that soothes the mind. The fragrance is said to be the scent of dreams. Now, close your eyes, take a deep breath, and concentrate on the scent. The next step requires some visual preparation, so don't open your eyes until I say so. Oh, where did it go? Right now. You kept your eyes closed the entire time. If only every patient was as compliant as you, it'd make our lives much easier. Here, you deserve a treat. Take a good look at this painting. There are some very special little darlings hidden within it, and I'd like you to find them. Careful. When you look a psychologist directly in the eyes, they can see every little thing you're thinking.
É brincadeira.
Do you see her? Isn't she just adorable? Now... She's a Baku as well. Whenever someone starts dozing off, she's there waiting for their dream to begin. Your journey into Dreamland began as you were looking for them. Feeling sleepy? Now I want you to take my hand. Very good. Now, close your eyes again for me. I want you to completely relax and focus your attention on the feeling of my palm touching yours. Notice how all other sensations in your body are slowly fading away. Now, imagine you're not holding my hand, but your favorite things in all of the world. You run your hand through the sakura blossoms, gently falling through the air. Then through a squirrel's fur. Then you grab a fistful of sand on the beach. You are once again in the wilderness, running with the wind at your back. But slowly, your palm loses sensation. You lose your way and find yourself surrounded by darkness. You can't see anything, but you hear someone calling you. And now, a light is shining from the same direction as their voice. Traveler, come over here. Longing caused by separation. Despair caused by failure. Icy cold on the lip. Regret caused by missed opportunity. A sharp aftertaste. Go to where the sakura petals fall. Go to where the squirrels play. Go to where you can hear the sound of the waves. That is where I am. Holding my hand tight, those lost sensations come back to you. The feeling of running your hand through falling sakura blossoms, or through a squirrel's fur. And as you return from the wilderness, you gradually recover your other senses as We've reached the end of today's session. Don't get up yet, though. You were just in a very deep sleep, so you're probably still feeling...
How you getting along, Traveler?
How are you feeling after your session, Paimon?
Kinda fresher and...
Good. That's exactly how you should feel after having a night.
Oh, for sure. Paimon especially liked how she used the sense of... But Paimon was asleep for most of it, so she's not really sure how it all works. Do the...
It's quite a bit more complicated than that.
That sounds super mysterious.
Sorry, that probably made no sense at all. Anyway, don't worry about... How are you feeling, Traveler? Really?
What do you mean?
You have quite a reputation for resilience and positivity. But when I was deep in your subconscious earlier, the sheer weight of the emotions hidden there was overwhelming. Well, even if you've buried those feelings deep enough to hide them from yourself, you can't... But that's not what concerns me the most. Despite all your negative emotions...
Well, maybe she's just an eternal optimist.
Optimist or not, everyone has bad dreams. Maybe they're just hidden even deeper in your mind.
But She said she feels cozy, just like Paimon. So whatever you did,
True, but as a clinician, I would have hoped to reach a better understanding of my patient. Fine by me. As long as you can put up with a daily nap while holding... Anyway, all jokes aside, it's time for you to try out the hot springs.
Oh, that sounds good. Paimon's feeling relaxed. You know, this place provides a really great service. It's such a shame that you can't find more customers.
Don't start worrying about our bottom line again, or my work so far will count for nothing. Look, as long as we keep
if you say so.
I think the traveler's recovered from the therapy session now.
Most impressive, I must say.
Miko, what brings you here?
There you are. I heard a rumor that you were about to be kidnapped. Naturally, I had to come and see it for myself.
She's joking, right? Paimon can never quite tell with her.
Miko, it's been a while.
She never mentioned? Interesting. We've known each other since before I became the Guji. I've told her all about you. But it sounds like she's forgotten all about me.
You'll have to forgive me. I just didn't want to scare the traveler off. And hi, I'm Miko's friend seemed like a surefire way to do that.
Oh, I've missed your way with words.
So, Lady Guji, to what do we owe the...
Why, I simply came to see the business that my dear friend has invested in. Oh, and also to urge you to sell your shares before their value plummets to nothing. Of course, she's your therapist. She has the perfect excuse to never open up. The Isa bathhouse used to be very popular, although not because of the hot springs, despite the name. But recently, a competitor cropped up. His name is Emura Ichigensai. He operates since he provides a similar service to the bathhouse and boasts even better results. He was able to poach their entire... Oh, it's such a pity to see how empty this place is now.
Miko, my job is to relieve my clients of their burdens, not to share mine with them.
Oh, of course you'd say that. You're a professional. But no amount of professionalism is going to fix this situation, is it? I heard people have been lining up since the early morning for Emura Ichigensai's clinic today. He's seen patients just west of Inazuma City. And,
Surely you know I'm not going to quit.
True. Very true.
So, that's it? You're just gonna leave?
Oh, I'd love to help, little one. But I don't want to upset my old friend.
Miko's acting all mysterious again.
I understand why she doesn't want to help. The two of us are technically competitors, after all.
Huh?
Light novels are one way for people to pursue happiness in their free time. So are hot springs. Miko and I disagreed quite significantly over the question of how to make...
Paimon is so confused by your friendship. Paimon's curious, though.
É verdade, quer dizer, às vezes não.
After today, it's hard to believe that anyone could offer a better therapy service than the Yume Kuibaku. Which begs the question, who is this Emura Ichigen?
Something of a mystery. I tried to look into his background when I suspect he's avoiding me on purpose, since I'm a competitor. In all this time, I haven't even figured out basic things.
Well, we at least know where he is today, though, right? Miko happened to mention...
That's true. But I'm sure he'll find a way to avoid me again if I go...
Then why don't we go instead? We can pose as potential...
As I keep reminding you, this is my problem, not yours.
Exactly. You provide an amazing service here and we won't...
Huh. Well, now it just seems rude if I reject your help. In return, all I can offer...
Sure thing! Just leave this... This should be the place. That guy looks official. Let's go ask him. Hi there. We're looking for Emura Ichigensai.
Pay first, take a ticket, then wait your turn.
97. What number are you up?
53. Be patient, I'll call your number when it's your turn.
Jeez, what a charmer. Looks like we're in for a lot there.
Do I know you? Ah, so you're here for counseling too.
Yep. Fellow clients of Amura Ichigensai here.
Service? How crass. We're talking about spiritual guidance.
In fairness to them, they haven't experienced it yet. Ignorance among the uninitiated is only to be—
Okay. Well, anyway, Isa Bathhouse calls it a service.
Ah, more defectors from the bathhouse, huh? Service might have a veneer of professionalism, but all it really means is—
Why do you say that?
I'll tell you why. After just a few sessions with Emura Ichigensai, you'll completely forget about all your troubles. From then on, today's supposed to be my last counseling session. He says that after we're done, nothing will ever trouble me again.
Meanwhile, Isa Bathhouse boasts about their strange and mysterious methods, but it's a total scam. They only treat the symptoms, not the root cause, meaning you have to go back time after time. Also, they can keep charging you, of course.
Exactly. Overpriced and ineffective. But counseling from Emura Ichigensai? I can't get enough. I know I'm done after today, but I'd take any—
Me too. Probably see you tomorrow then?
Whatever the truth of the matter is, Paimon is starting to seriously dislike these— Fine. Yeah, so we're mostly here to see what all the fuss is about. You guys seem to be experts by now. Is there anything we need to—
No, you don't need to do it. Just show up, take a seat, and he takes care of the rest. I remember he lit some incense. It smelled wonderful and instantly relaxed me.
I already know of the troubles that bring you to me.
I don't know why I lose my temper so easily. I'm pretty messed up.
Yes, in the sense that all negative emotions are defects of the mind. But I can remove these defective feelings. Now, receive my guidance.
I don't actually remember the guidance, but anyway, it clearly worked. I guess whatever he said disappeared from my mind and took my problems along with it. Oh, so rude. Your counseling session will change your—
We're only being cautious. What's wrong with that? You said it yourselves, the whole reason everyone's coming to the—
That's a fair point. You just need some reassurance, right? In that case—
Go on.
Well, someone in my family actually knew Imura Ichigensai before he made a name for himself. Apparently, he had a terrible temper. Pretty much but he must have had some sort of epiphany, because he did a complete 180. Went from having the most rotten temper— Even more amazingly, all the people who used to despise him ended up becoming his best friends. His neighborhood's more peaceful and pleasant than it's ever been. So you can rest assured that whatever treatment you get from Imura Ichigensai, he tried and—
Huh? What a ridiculous—
Doubt it all you want. I heard it straight from my relative who knows him personally.
What should we do now? We may have burned our bridges with these two. Yeah, there's still a lot of people ahead of us, though. Why don't you take a rest while Paimon keeps—
Go of your pain.
Isso é coisa do Satanás?
Let it go of your pain. Who are you?
Yeah, sorry, the clinic's closed for the day.
What? Why?
Because Emura Ichigensai doesn't have limitless energy. That's why. He's gone home to rest.
But we've been waiting so...
Not as long as some people. Try getting here earlier next time. Save yourself the trouble. Spiritual masters like Emura Ichigensai cultivate their powers with peace and solitude. Someone like...
Drat! We should have barged in after all. Yeah, nothing else we can do for...
Burro, burro, burro.
So he gives spiritual guidance, and it takes all your troubles away, and...
Yep! At least that's what his clients say.
How is that possible? Not even Mizuki could do that, and she's...
Is that right? Paimon was gonna say, it all sounds too good to be true.
It certainly is. Humans are... how to put this? They're a moody race. Always upset about something. Show me a human without a care in the world, and I'll show you what messed up
You think? Cause honestly, this sounded pretty convincing. And they said they only left the Isa bathhouse
But the idea he is spreading is categorically wrong.
That settles it then. Emura Ichigensai is a quack, making false
Is that why he's doing this? To steal our customers? It's unfortunate that you didn't get to meet him in person. I need some idea of the kind of person he is.
Yeah, it's too bad. Although, if it's any help, we did hear a bit about his backstory from someone else.
Emura Ichigensai. Rotten temper. Now wait just... Filing patient records is normally the most tedious job in the world. But once in a while, something mildly amusing...
Emura Chuya?
It's him.
Wait, that guy?
What is it? What about...
Where to start? Imagine a big ball of negative emotion took on human form and started... His patient record mentions that he loved nothing more than a heated argument. No matter how trivial it was, he could never agree to disagree. He always had to be right. The happiest part of his day would be winning an argument and proving the... If he lost, he'd sulk, and if anyone called him out, he'd throw a huge tantrum. Before long, he'd turned every...
Sounds like he had issues.
Oh yeah, serious issues. Anyway, since no one would talk to him in real life anymore, he turned to the reader's letters column of a magazine by the Yae publishing house, where he would attack writers. Naturally, this ruined the column for everyone, and the editors soon started rejecting his letters. Next thing you know, he's written a complaint letter to the Tenryou Commission, demanding that Inazuma pass a law to make it illegal for the Yae publishing house to reject letters from readers.
Quer dizer, às vezes não.
Gee whiz! Where would you even start with a client like that?
In my case, by giving them a wide berth. Mizuki dealt with this guy. I'm pretty sure he only came here to try and start something. But Mizuki managed to get him into a session, and after some treatment...
Murasaki makes him sound like a rabid animal. He wasn't that out of control. Sure, once I understood his situation, I was able to diagnose him very quickly. You have very high expectations for yourself, but you've faced a lot of rejection in the past and haven't achieved You've never had any real close friends. so you don't know what healthy connections with other people look like. This, in short, you long to feel a sense of accomplishment and to receive attention from other people. You have no idea how to properly deal with these emotions, so you've been taking it out on other people, partly to seek attention, and partly because you get a shallow sense of accomplishment whenever you win a war of words.
You promised the world in your adverts, and that's seriously the best you can come up with? I mean, you completely misunderstood why I even sent that complaint letter. The Yae publishing house practically has a monopoly on Inazuma's—
In the magazine column you wrote to, your strongly worded letter appeared alongside dozens of others which praised the writer for their work.
No one with half a brain would praise a festering pile of garbage like that. Those are not
So when I touched on the idea of you having an egocentric worldview, this is the kind of—
You—
Wow. How the heck did you get him to stay for treatment after dropping all of that?
Simple. The more he realized the truth of my diagnosis, the more he compulsively searched for evidence to refute. He lost the ability to communicate like a normal human being. So I kept him here by using his preferred mode of interaction. The Tenryou Commission had ignored his complaint letter, so he had no outlets left for his emotional outbursts. Eventually, with the help of some incendiary words, I got him to agree to try some basic therapy. Finally, it's a shame, really. If I'd only been able to see him a few more times, I know I could have helped.
It was all my fault.
For the last time, it was his fault for being a nutjob.
What? What happened?
Well, one day, he comes in as usual for therapy. But Mizuki, I don't know what got into him that day, but he suddenly announced that he wished to be free of his troubles for good, and demanded that Shion make that happen. Obviously, she didn't manage it, and then he pulled out a complaint letter to try and intimidate her. That was the last straw. He hasn't shown his face here since.
Whoa.
Anyway, now everyone's had a look at his record. Do we think there's any chance that... Because it sounds to me like after he didn't get what he wanted, he decided to have his revenge by lying to our customer.
Bad dreams are formed from a buildup of negative emotions in the subconscious. You can't simply trick people into not having them anymore. If Murasaki was right, then surely they'd have seen—
There's no point hemming and hawing. Let's report this guy to the Tenryou Commission for fraudulent business practices. If he can—
Is anyone there?
We'd like to book a therapy session. Can we start now?
Hello! Please come with me. I'll get you registered.
Wait. Those are the two guys Paimon mentioned earlier. Just this morning, they were calling the bathhouse a scam and a ripoff. How are they back?
Oh, really? Well, that proves it, doesn't it? I was right. Now that they've realized they were— So chin up, Mizuki. I bet you business will start picking up again from tomorrow morning.
Yeah! You Yume Kuibaku provide an unbeatable—
Interesting. Well, good. Murasaki, go help Shion, please.
Should've kept my mouth shut. I jinxed it, and now I have—
Now we just need to report this guy as a fraud to the Tenryou Commission. Like Murasaki said, it looks like the Isa bathhouse will be back in business in no time. No.
Of course it did. You were a huge— Now then, you only got partway through the VIP experience last time, didn't you? You still have—
Oh, true! How could Paimon forget about— Wow, Paimon feels incredible now. Nothing beats the complete service package. Agreed! Although Paimon didn't notice her inside just now. What could she be doing out at this hour? Let's ask— Hey there, Mr. Aikawa! Do you have any idea where Mizuki went?
Oh, you're looking for Mizuki? She actually tends to disappear for a while around this time every evening. It's the one part of— As for where she goes and what she does during that time, I'm afraid I have.
She takes the evenings to relax, huh? She probably tells people she's relaxing, but actually she's digesting. Oh, remember the place from last time? Let's head. This should be the place. What? Why is Mizuki crying? Unless... Oh... Well, firstly, we were...
Oh, I see. I was planning on making it back before you finished in the hot springs. Don't worry. This isn't a dream.
Aw, what's up?
No, my digestion was fine this time. What you saw, like I said, bad dreams are basically bundles of all kinds. So when I'm processing these emotions, I tend to...
Does that happen to all you mean?
Oh, don't worry about the others. To feel these emotions, most Baku have a very poor understanding of humanity. So to them, a human I'm the odd one out in that sense. When I was studying abroad, I made a serious effort to learn now I understand human emotions much better. I can empathize with them, but still, that's no reason for you to be concerned about me. I wouldn't be much of... Letting your emotions out is one of the most effective ways to process them.
Paimon thought maybe seeing those customers had upset... It even makes Paimon mad. You work so hard for them and then they turn around... Yes, they were led astray by some swindler, but it's not like they took much...
I can't blame them. The idea that you can forget all of your troubles and never have a bad dream again is a very alluring one. Who wouldn't want to believe that? Traveler, if I really could make you forget all of your troubles for good, would you want me to try?
Não sei.
Para tudo aí!
You really are different from other people. Discovering what troubles people is easy for me, even in your case. But although I can see your troubles clearly, I still don't completely understand you. Thanks for checking in on me. As a psychologist, I know how to take care of... Anyway, it's much too late to book another appointment now.
Alright, good night!
Bye for now. If...
Mizuki! We're here to book our next therapy appointment. Oh no, what's wrong with them?
They've been like this ever since they woke up.
Ooh, it's an extreme case of
Huh? How come?
I doubt it. We only had 4 customers yesterday.
Paimon blames the other 2.
Quer dizer, às vezes não.
You're right. Something's definitely wrong with their nightmares. Our ability to... Point being, no normal person should ever have a night... Oh, this situation is dire. If I can't find a way to help them
What can we do? Let us help!
We need to find those 2 customers from yesterday, and figure... Traveler, Paimon, I know you spoke to...
Let's see. They did say...
Lead the way.
You know, I went out to sea earlier today, but was so distracted that I lost my net. Oh well, it's not a big deal though.
Yeah, I messed up today too. But hey, what's the big deal?
Hey, you two! Murasaki and Shion are sick, and it's all because of—
Whoa.
Cala a boca!
Someone's in a bad mood, huh? So funny.
I know, right?
What's wrong?
They're acting so weird. Paimon was pretty aggressive just now, but they don't seem
Allow me. Gentlemen, do you still remember visiting Isa bathhouse last night?
Did we?
I don't think so.
Huh. Do you recall having any bad dreams?
No, why would I? What in this world could be so bad that it'd give me nightmares?
Nope, nothing comes to mind. Bad dreams must be highly irregular, surely. You don't have to look far to see that life is—
What is going on? It's like they've completely forgotten what they did. Although Paimon can believe what they're saying, they don't exactly seem troubled by nightmares.
No, they're clearly not in their right minds. Traveler, Paimon.
Whoa!
Entered their subconscious minds. I noticed they've both become disassociated from their subconscious, meaning I can access it, similarly to how I enter people's dreams.
No! No! Those thugs! I won't let them get away with this! I won't!
The sea is too rough today. I should stay on dry land till things calm down.
Huh?
As you can see, their troubles haven't gone anywhere. Susukida seems to have a short fuse, which causes him to act out of line. I'm sure this is caused— As for Umiko, I believe he developed a fear of stormy waves after a near-death experience. Now he's reluctant to sail out. Their negative emotions have been isolated from their conscious minds and left to float around in their but those suppressed emotions will only continue to fester in their subconscious, eventually turning into the nightmares that have been giving Murasaki and if it's Emura Ichigensai's doing, I guess he's not the straightforward calm man we thought he was. Did you notice anything strange when you came?
Not really. They were a lot more serious. You sure kept that one quiet.
Oh, no. Look, we have to find this Emura Ichigensai.
Mizuki?
Something inhuman is at work in Emura Ichigensai. The Traveler's dream confirms that. He has victim. If we don't find and stop him as soon as possible, his victims may well suffer irreversible damage.
Yikes! Well, guess we better press these guys a little harder. Do you know when Emura—
What's with the urgency? Why does it matter when he—
Yeah, he'll turn up when he's ready. No point in trying to rush him.
Ugh, this is infuriating.
You do remember what happened last night, but only you don't want to talk about it, because you can't reconcile the presence of a nightmare with— Just thinking about it brings up an overwhelming sense of being torn apart. You can't quite put it into words, but you fear you're a hair's breadth away from—
Please, stop. Everything will be fine as long as we—
Emura Ichigensai's treatment has clearly left you wounded and vulnerable. But don't worry, at least as long as you answer our questions.
Alright. But seriously, we really have no idea. We've asked already.
Yeah, apparently, yesterday's session kinda—
Is he trying to hide from me again?
They really don't know anything? Darn! Looks like we've hit a dead—
I don't suppose you know where he lives, do you?
No. We did ask yesterday, but even his guard didn't know.
In that case... Yes, I suppose. Now that I know what's causing their bad dreams, I can administer the correct treatment. Honestly, you've already done your part.
Don't forget, we want book our next therapy session. The sooner you stop having to... So we're not gonna quit until all this is resolved, and the bathhouse is...
Looks like I have no choice but to accept your help. Still, I'm gonna need your full cooperation. If you do find it, the last thing I want is for you to put...
don't worry about that. You should see some of the other
Paimon.
Alright, sure. We'll keep our distance and send them...
Very good.
Pretty bold claim saying you'll track this guy down. It's nice of you to give Mizuki one less thing to worry about. 'Cause, in case you hadn't noticed, these guys are hopeless. They don't know anything. Oh, wait, you're right! There's no time to lose! To the... She's usually somewhere.
Fortune slip, or visiting a friend.
Whoa! Where did you come from?
That was a little lukewarm. You're starting to sound a lot like her. But pleasantries aside, what's the matter? You look rather out of sorts. You may remember I dropped a not-so-subtle hint as to his whereabouts yesterday. You mean to tell...
Aha! So you did bring him up...
Let's not lose focus here. You're here to ask for my help. So would you mind explaining this?
Yeah, fair enough. We went to the place you mentioned. Next thing we heard was he's not seeing patients there anymore. Apparently, he loves his peace and solitude.
Oh, and after the lengths I went to get you that location.
Don't know if this helps, but we did learn some other stuff about him yesterday. For example,
Wait, what? Emerald...
You know him?
I once asked the Yai Publishing House to host an event for contributors to the Reader's Letters column. I had hoped it might be a fun chance. Are you telling me that Emera the Hellraiser and Emera the Healer are the same person?
Based on everything we've learned so far,
All right, well, in that case...
Really?
This was the delivery address he gave to the Yai Publishing House once. The warehouse took one look and assumed it must be some kind of prank. Of course, with the benefit of hindsight, it's rather obvious why he lives there.
You've got a point. Well, we clear...
I'm just glad I could help my old friend.
You mean Mizuki?
So I can tell that she's invested an awful lot into the Isa bathhouse. It's only natural for me to show...
Really? 'Cause yesterday it looked more...
I assume Mizuki has told you that we're competitors? She has always believed that, ever since we were classmates. And now that I'm the Guji of the Grand Narukami Shrine, I'm sure the last thing she'd want is for me, of all people, to swoop in and save the day the moment the going gets tough. So if I want to help, I have to be... I'll take that as a compliment. Mizuki's always so considerate towards others. It would be nice for someone to reciprocate once in a while. Well done, you took the hint. Now, while I'm sure you'd love to chat longer, you seem to be in a great hurry when you arrive.
Oh, right. Come on, let's send a message to me.
Narukami, please. See that he stays safe.
Traveler, Paimon.
Mizuki! That was quick.
All thanks to you two. With what I learned from those two guys, I managed to give Murasaki and Shion if... So, this is where...
Sure hope so, 'cause this is our only lead. Wait, do you guys smell that too?
Then that confirms it. We've come to the right place. So from here on out, stay
We'll be fine.
All right.
Parece a dona.
Whoa. This is not what Paimon was expecting. This is creepy. Feels like there are...
Calm.
What is it, Mizuki? Figured some...
Nothing new. Just further confirmation.
Time to relax.
Não. Não.
He set up an ambush?
Seems like we're not welcome here.
Feeling lucky? Hey there!
Turn that frown upside down.
Miss Yume Mizuki, you found me at last. And I see you've brought some friends with you. Please, forgive my lack of
Emira Chuya.
Mizuki was right after all. Paimon wasn't expecting...
Please, do not call me by that name anymore. The old me was plagued by negative emotion.
You have to listen to me. There is no way to get rid of all your negative emotions. This life you're living now is a lie.
Your perspective is most amusing.
What's so funny? Don't you know you're harming people?
Harming people? That's what you believe? Very well. I understand and accept your perspective. Even...
what is up with him? He's being so calm and polite.
As you can see, Miss Yume Mizuki, all my psychological problems have been completely resolved. I must thank you for your attempts to diagnose my condition. I see now that the truth is far simpler than you were proposing. All my misery was merely a consequence of human frailty. I could not hope to remove my emotional impurity. I lived in fear and anger. Fear that I was not worthy of other people's attention. Anger at how they invalidated me. I became a slave to my emotions. They turned me into a wretched and loathsome creature, hostile to everyone. But things are different now. I have acquired the ability to eradicate those emotions for good. No longer will I be afraid. Never again will I be stirred to anger. No, I am filled now with only one emotion, and that is happiness. I have become human.
What I'm hearing is that you've developed your own unique understanding of psychological issues. So how about you play therapist this time? I have a couple of
I would be delighted.
The first is a soldier with poor control of his temper. He flies off the handle too easily, and it gets him into all sorts of trouble. This is having a significant impact.
He simply needs to let go of his anger. Then he will surely find peace and happiness.
The second is a fisherman who's developed thalassophobia. Now he is unable to provide for his family, which is causing...
Oh, of course. He must cast his fear far away and forget it ever existed.
I'm sorry, but you're wrong on both counts.
Oh?
The soldier's anger is rooted in his strongly held principles. Yes, his rage can make him reckless, but losing his anger made him passive and apathetic. He now stands by and does nothing. The fisherman's fear made him one of the most reliable sailors around. Thanks to his cautiousness and diligence, accidents were rare, but after forgetting his fear, he destroyed the fruits of the entire cruise. Fascinating, isn't it? Anger gives people the courage to stand up. Emotions are integral to human dreams. And after many years of dealing with their dreams, the Yumekoi Baku, negative emotions do not just go away. They will always be there. This is true. Not only that, but their presence is essential. You can't have a healthy... So do you have any idea what you've done to those poor men?
What an amusing theory. In fact, I do remember those two. But how can you believe that negative emotions are required for a healthy psyche? It's a laughable theory. Don't you remember how I was when we first met? You call that healthy?
Acknowledging that negative emotions exist doesn't mean giving them free rein over our minds and lives. Humans, but if that balance gets disrupted, emotions start working against each other. Untethered rage cripples the capacity to be careful and the person you were when you first came to my practice only proves this further. You were dominated by your emotions. Under their influence, you deliberately inflicted pain on other people. Meanwhile, the person you are now is so lost that you aren't even aware of the pain you're bringing to others. This diagnosis is going to sound harsh, but I'm afraid you've simply gone from one extreme to another. You say you've reached perfection, but you're just as dysfunctional now as where you started.
How I will forgive you for this offense, because I know my present... You once told me that nightmares are the result of a buildup of negative emotion. Clearly, that proves that all of my negative emotions have been definitively eradicated.
I'm afraid not. Look where we are right now. We're inside your nightmare.
What?
No wonder! Paimon knew something was up the moment we arrived!
The enemies that we encountered were manifestations of his negative emotions.
No, that can't be.
That entity claimed it could remove your negative emotions. But all it did was separate them and store them deep in your subconscious. Your situation is far worse than that of the other victims. It has deceived you at a much deeper level. You can't even perceive that at this very moment...
How laughable. Fear? No. There is no fear left in me. This is all just a terrible...
Something's appeared behind him.
So, my arch-nemesis has seen through my trickery. Clearly, you came prepared. The emotional cocoon I've wrapped him in was...
So it is you.
What is that?
A nightmare monster. A fearsome yokai that was once the bane of... We Yumekoi Baku eat the nightmares of humans, while they called those nightmares their home. So we were natural. When I heard the traveler recount that strange dream, I knew that this was a possibility. But it's still a shock to see one of our long-lost arch-enemies in the flesh. They were supposed to...
Then allow me to formally introduce myself. My name is Kurayume, and I...
Kurayume. That's a name I haven't heard in a long, long time.
Likewise, Yume Mizuki is a name that takes me back to a different age. Although I must say, we made... Ultimately, the fall of the nightmare monsters was the fault of... But now, I have found a way to revive...
Oh no! We've got to catch up to him!
Paimon's feeling dizzy all of a sudden.
That's the feeling of rejection. It's so strong. Quick, after him!
There he is! Right there! Whoa! What happened to all the paths?
He's repressing his emotions even harder.
There! He's got nowhere left to run! Whoa! What's happening to the ground?
Watch out! I used my powers to cushion our fall.
Don't worry, we've fallen from bigger heights before. The bigger issue here is that
We've been completely cut off. That creature has taken
Would it be easier if we wake up now and go catch him in the real world?
Remember the fragrance we smelled on our way in? That's how the monster lures people into the dream state. Now he's turned Emarachuya's nightmare into his lair. There's only one way to
eat this nightmare?
Not only is it possible, Paimon.
Oh, Paimon knows that. It's just...
This monster has harmed too many people. We have to stop it. It's okay. I knew what I was getting into. We may not have caught him, but our chase wasn't in vain. He led us deep inside his dream. We should now be at the
It's so dark.
That's what happens if you leave your... There must be a lot of emotional fragments in this place.
Wait, but...
Where the light is.
Sweet dreams!
If I say it's your fault, it's your fault! Do you understand me? You shouldn't go running around with that stupid thing in your hand! Do you
Ugh. The atmosphere here is so...
Be careful. Every time we draw near to one of these fragments,
You, a writer? Didn't they reject you already? Get rid of this trash! Go find a
Aw, poor guy.
we shouldn't stay here.
Ha ha! I won! That guy? He never joins in with anything. Why should we go out of our way? Let's keep playing.
Wow. That's so sad.
Nope. Not here.
Look!
Yeah!
What is this place?
It's his sorrow. Human emotions exist in a delicate balance. By isolating these negative emotions and allowing them to fester, if we want to restore balance, we have...
Oh, so that's what you mean when you talk about eating.
Well done, Paimon. Very clever.
Aw. Alright.
I need to find a way to separate the negative emotions out. Sorrow might just do the job, as long as it's kept in check.
Let it out, Chuya. Let the tears flow.
This process will untangle his unbridled fear and anger, his unresolved resentment, and his unshakable despair. These excess emotions will be separated out from the rest. They are the source of this nightmare.
Oh.
Ugh!
Mizuki!
It's all right. A good cry can work wonders.
Even though he seems Are you ready to come out now, Chuya? I'll be waiting for you right here, son. I'd love...
All right. There goes that.
Amazing! Suddenly...
I thought I had found the perfect host, but you found the one weakness in his emotion.
Ah! He's back again!
Freeing a single host from my clutches changes nothing!
What is this
Não sei.
place?
Estou lhe respondendo, não sei.
Borderland?
To put it simply, it's a dream within a dream. A space hidden deep within the collective Inazuma. This must be how that monster managed to survive the extinction of his kind.
Mizuki, that eye.
He's trying to turn this place into a nightmare so he'll be more at home. This place is connected to the dreams of, if he succeeds, then he'll have effectively
Then we know what we need to do. We gotta take...
Maybe. If we can get close, dealing with this many in one go.
Sweet dreams? Where are we gonna find...
Lost minds. There should be some around here. And some of them will have come from Sweet Dreams originally. Careful. We've got to move quietly. The nightmare monster has usurped control here. We need to stay out of his sight. Time to relax.
Burn it down! Wrath from the sky! Incinerate! Shine down! Watch out! Fire! Well...
Bad dreams be gone!
Sweet dreams!
This one's got your name on it! Coming at ya!
Chasing Tanuki through the woods. Thank you for lending us your happiness.
Yeah! Skyward! Scatter!
Time to relax. Watching fireworks fly up into the sky. Thank you for sharing. All right, we've gathered enough power to proceed. Time to face him head on. The core should be just up ahead.
Why? Are these sweet dreams?
I just wish we could have gathered some more. But these are, which means we're running out of time.
No problem.
the alacrity with which you walk into my trap surprises me. Do you not realize why I lured you here? Because this is my domain. The road where I rule.
Not yet, it isn't.
There is no a flopper sender from the Spina.
Burn it down! Now! Use the power of the good dreams!
I think you will find it to be quite ineffective against the power of my nightmares.
Incinerate!
Illusion shattered.
Turn that frown upside down. Bad dreams be gone! Stray clouds converge! Skyward! Scatter!
Umbrella warfare, I guess. Watch out!
I must confess, I am somewhat
Because the happiness you provide is a lie. All you do is make them forget their all the while these repressed feelings continue to fester in their subconscious. Eventually, your kind has always thrived by magnifying your host's negative emotions for your own gain. What?
Incorrect. This time, I shall change. When a human becomes dominated by their negative emotion, but I can give them a fantasy instead, turning them into the perfect hosts. This is the path to a revival.
You do realize what that means, don't you?
Oh, I'm perfectly aware. There is nothing you can say that I do not already know. For over all the years that your kind has been learning about the human mind. But I'm afraid I could not care less for the moral burdens that you would. Now here's a question well worth thinking about. If we allowed the humans themselves to decide which of us would... Do you see now? I won this battle long before you ever set foot inside this tree.
What's going on?
He's growing stronger. But we've exhausted the power of the sweet dreams already. Even if we could find more sweet dreams now, it still wouldn't be enough.
If you accept that negative emotions are an immutable presence in the human mind, then you must also know that such emotion, without the Yumekibaku, there to hold their hand and walk them through dream regulation therapy, no, they would sooner run from reality to forget all about their...
But the whole reason I wanted to become a
Traveler. These feelings. So that's how they should taste. Longing. Caused by separation. So bitter. And yet the experience... Despair. Caused by failure. Regret. Caused by missed opportunity. And after all these flavors comes... long before you ever met me. You'd already gained the courage to never avoid or run away from your The power that you have gained by processing everything from your long journey is surely far stronger than any... The whole reason I wanted to become a psychologist was to try and help people become someone like you.
Bellowing thunder!
It's you!
Your dream is so powerful!
Traveler, give him all you've got!
One person's dream? Wow!
Once the false dream he created has been destroyed, I don't think I ever would have been able to do this.
Don't mention it.
You shall join my ancestors in death! You and my failure of a hope!
What? He's still not dead? Wait, does anyone...
Maybe he made his host build some kind of device in the underwater cave.
So you mean we're in danger in the real world too?
We've got to wake up.
But how? Like...
This should be high enough.
Huh?
If you're afraid, then just take my hand and close your eyes. Yes. Hold on tight. The Yomekui Baku are getting to work.
É lamentável. Eu não tô louco!
It's finally over. It's a good thing I had the foresight to ask them for help. Or I'd... They were... Traveler, could I pick your brain with another question? What do you think humans tend to have more of? Happy dreams or bad ones? If only that were... Most people struggle to deal with their negative emotions. As a result, humans have far more bad dreams than good ones. Heck, there are even people out there who only have the mind space to have which is all to say that the dreams we get to taste are usually... I once believed the only reason we Yomekui Baku exist, even though I call myself a clinical psychologist. Still, after learning that if we can use psychotherapy to help people come to that way, more and more people can free up their minds for truly happy dreams, until there'll be enough to share around. A naive one, more like. Even though I've run this business for quite a long time now, it still hasn't come true, so I must thank you. Because after meeting and knowing that is all the treatment I need against the dark thoughts I sometimes have.
I've been looking everywhere for you two! Paimon was just watching the Baku eat the nightmares. They got really full and started... Oh, and speaking of Baku, we were gonna book another appointment with you, weren't we? Remember? Before we got caught up...
It's a little late for that now. Ask me again.
Oh.
Still, the night is young. Wanna stay here?
Huh?
Excuse me! Hello! Please come register. What's going on? Why are there so many guests?
Oh, it looks like business is booming with Amura Ichigensai out of the picture.
Morning, you two. Want to make an appointment?
Yes, please! For today.
Then I better get you another VIP pass. You're our most important couple.
Awesome! In that case, very important.
Oh my. Imagine if you'd taken my advice and sold your shares the other day. It could have cost you dearly now that business is booming again. I hope you're not too upset with me, old friend.
Why would I be upset? It's not as if I ever took your suggestion seriously.
Oh, I've missed that way with words.
Would it kill you to not sneak up on people every darn time?
Morning, little ones. Did you enjoy the scenery last night? Hardly. That tree was directly beneath the Grand Narukami Shrine. What was I supposed to do? Move the entire shrine to give you some privacy?
Is there a reason you're here, Lady Guji?
Mostly because I felt like a walk. But I do have a message from the Tenryo The gentleman who your fellow Yumeku Ibaku fished out of the water last night,
It could have been worse, I suppose. Lady Guji... Come on, Miko. You've always been worse than me at keeping secrets. I admit that I feel inferior around you, and have an urge to prove myself. How could I not? But maybe these feelings are what have driven me to take this business as far as I have. My sense of inferiority keeps my ego in check, and my desire to prove myself gives me the strength.
Oh, you could have told me sooner. The poor traveler here has been doing all my running around for me.
True. But then again, without the traveler's help, you'd have been placed in a difficult position. Emura Ichigensai had amassed a huge following. For the Guji of the Grand Narukami Shrine to publicly go against him would have been a danger. An angry mob of zealots could have done some serious damage to the shrine's reputation. Much safer for the Guji not to get...
While that's all true, my main concern was that I didn't want to upset an old friend. Otherwise, I could have taken a much more
Miko.
I always seem to forget that you're more cunning and less adorable than you look. Seems...
It's not that I don't get upset. Everyone has their... Here's your new VIP pass. Please take good...
Although